out there? It's funny. I just clicked on my laptop to see what I'm shooting here, and I saw that I'm not wearing my signature Marty music fedora. I'm breaking all the rules, but I just didn't. I'm just here by myself, so I didn't realize that I wasn't wearing my traditional guitar teacher hat. So hey, anyway, we're breaking the rules. But anyway, hope you guys are doing great out there. Um, I used to do a live stream every Saturday on YouTube here, and now I've switched it to just the first Saturday of the month, and so it is the first Saturday of December. Um, but I'm doing 2 to 3 live streams just over at martymusic.com now, the new community I created, and it's been awesome. Um, there's usually between 20, maybe 20 people on average, 20 to 30 people show up live, but they can also be on video with me and I can interact, answer their questions. And most of the questions that people ask, the other people viewing usually can relate to it as well, because we're all kind of have a lot of the same challenges, struggles with things that we want to get better on guitar. So I'm really happy I made that decision to switch the majority of the live streams over to the community, because it's been this a tight knit group, definitely quality over quantity. These live streams might end up getting like 30,000 views, but I don't get that, more personal interaction with people where I feel like I'm helping people that truly want to be there. So it's actually been really awesome. And I still, can come here for the first Saturday of every month and feel a little more refreshed and do a live stream with you guys publicly here on YouTube. So anyway, however you've watched me before and you're watching right now, thank you for your support. Thank you for your continued support or new support. I've seen more messages lately about people that haven't played for many years and now they're coming back around to playing again. And so that feels really good as well. I got a phone call earlier. That's why I was playing Don't Let Me Down by the Beatles. I got a phone call earlier from an old student. I used to teach elementary school music. I did that for 3 years, and during that time I taught a lot of private guitar lessons, a lot of little kids. So one of those little kids who's now a grown-up, his mom called me out of the blue just to check in with me, thank me for the time I spent with her teaching her son guitar, and that he still plays guitar I guess he's in his late 20s now. And we got to talking, and it brought up the fact that I got laid off from that elementary school teaching job. And unceremoniously, and that principal there at Kelly Elementary School, it was like a new principal. I taught there for 2 years. And then the third year, there was a new principal, and she just didn't like me from the start. And because I was a little more unconventional, playing guitar, doing things that I thought the kids would enjoy, like playing a Beatles song, for instance, and not doing that really boring, traditional, right out of the music book, elementary school music. What's weird is that's also why I got hired by the principal before that, was because they wanted some fresh energy, and a guy coming in who cared about inspiring little kids and playing guitar and talking about the Beatles with them, and doing traditional music education as well. But I did it in an unconventional way, and everyone loved it. The kids loved it especially. Um, and then the new principal came in and just had it out for me from the very start. And I only just thought of it because of this mom calling me to check in with me. And she reminded me that getting laid off from that elementary school job was the greatest thing that ever happened to my career. But I can also simultaneously not appreciate how I was treated and have a chip on my shoulder about being treated poorly, but also them doing me the biggest favor in the world of firing me from that job, because that's when I really got serious about making videos, which then changed my life. But it is funny. Just remember, there's a elementary school principal out there who fired someone because they didn't like them, who ended up teaching more people guitar in the history of guitar. Millions of people ended up learning from me, but someone actually fired me because they didn't like me as a teacher. So I think it all worked out for the best. But the thing with Don't Let Me Down and that is I got fired from that job, and I was like, well, I really need private students. I'm going to need a lot more private students. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to start making. I was making videos already for like my private students, though. I wasn't making the videos to reach a public audience. I was making little video clips at the end of my lessons and then just sharing those videos on YouTube to the students so they could practice to the video. But when I got fired from the elementary school, Kelly Elementary School in Carlsbad, California, when I got fired in a really kind of rude way too, like not treated well. I drove on my drive back. It was about a 25-minute drive back to my house. I was feeling sorry for myself and all that stuff, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna start making nonstop YouTube videos for a strange audience, because that'll promote me as a guitar teacher. So that was my plan. And when I got home from getting fired, I flipped up my laptop camera and I played my first video of the new mentality of just making videos for an audience. And I played. So I wanted to do one quick thing. One Heel Gunna is telling me to play Seek and Destroy and spamming the feed here over and over and over. They just got blocked by my moderator, but they were spamming the feed over and over and over. And that's just a great confirmation of why I started doing live streams just for my members at martymusic.com, because there's just no positive, I don't know, it's just not, it just kind of has ruined the live streams for me a little bit when people come in and just spam it. And it's usually a Metallica or Nirvana comment. And it just kind of ruins it for everyone that I want to interact with. And it's also really obnoxious. But I do have my manager, Matt, is moderating. I'm in San Diego right now. He's in Nashville moderating. But if you just spam over and over, you're just going to get blocked. And I'm not really here to do random requests. So anyway, that is that. So I was only reminiscing though about Don't Let Me Down, getting fired, which is now 17 years ago that I got fired from that elementary school job. And there's been little moments in my life, and we can just talk about like inspiration or whatever, but there's been moments in my life where in the moment, like something kind of life-changing happens, and where it seems in the negative, right? If I have this great job that helped me support my family and I get fired from the job, in that moment, that is a negative thing that's happening, right? But it changes my routine and forces me to take new action. And so when I got fired from that job, if I hadn't gotten fired from that job, maybe I would still be teaching elementary school music and would have had no idea the course of events that would change my life for the better, which is being able to help millions of people learn guitar, make a better living, and kind of make one of my dreams come true, which is being able to have a career with my passion that supports a family and also is fulfilling. So if I hadn't gotten fired, maybe I wouldn't have had that change of events that had me start making videos, and my life changed. One of the life changing things before that, which is the exact same thing, was I worked at a music store in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and my shirt here and actually my little pendant are both like very Southwest Santa Fe, New Mexico inspired because I lived there, went to college there, and lived there for a couple years after college playing in bands and working at a music store. Well, I got laid off from the music store, and that seemed like a horrible thing. And that led me to really start pursuing teaching guitar. I taught a little bit of guitar before that. I had maybe 3 or 4 students from working at the music store. And then once I got laid off from that job, and that wasn't for like anything bad I did, I had kind of was just working there part time, and I was really gigging a lot and starting to figure out what I was going to do, and it was just kind of a good time to take off to leave full time. But I got pushed out, but that forced me to go, okay, I'm really gonna start pursuing this guitar lesson thing, teaching guitar, because I really enjoy it. I think I'm good at it. I got better at it over the years, but I was like, could relate to people well and enjoyed doing it. So what seemed like a horrible thing, getting fired, oh no, I don't have my little steady job, I'm gonna have to take action and do something, and what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try and teach guitar, but then ended up, making 5 times more money and enjoying myself more teaching guitar lessons instead of working at a music store. But in the moment, it seemed bad, but it ended up being the greatest thing ever. Getting laid off from the elementary school was really stressful, and I was sad, and it ended up being the greatest thing to ever happen to me, because it made me start trying to do this career, which ended up now lasting 17 years. The other thing is, there's only one person that can fire me at Marty Music, and his name's Marty. So I'd have to fire myself this time. That's the only way you can ever not get fired, is if you run your own business. I'm really easy to get along with, and I'm a hard worker, but these situations just happen where you're not the right fit, or it's not your fault, and that's just the way it is. But I now, much later, as an older guy now, I can have the perspective and life experiences and lessons from those little moments of adversity that actually force you to make some changes, take some action, which can actually, usually for me, lead to something much better. And I've had these moments also starting Marty Music, right? If any of you remember, I've been around for 17 years on YouTube, but Marty Music's only 9 years. So there's this whole other thing that was before Marty Music. And, that was one of the most stressful moments of adversity I ever had, was having to start Marty Music. And that's just one of those stories that, I've never talked about. So I'm referring to things that you guys don't. I know nobody watching right now knows the real story of Marty Music forming, but that was another one of those greatest things, because now Marty Music's 10 times more successful than what I did before, and I own 100% of it, and I get to make all the shots. I don't have anything bringing me down. I get to do it exactly how I want to do it, and for 9 years I've been able to do that. So that's really rewarding. Anyway, real quick, speaking of Marty Music, you got the holidays, Merry Christmas, and hope everyone in the U.S. had a great Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving with my family. Things are going good. I'm doing well. What I want to say, though, is that martymusic.com, this thing that I own 100% of, so once again, only I can fire myself now, which is a good feeling. Sometimes I want to fire myself. But anyway, I got martymusic.com. I have endless hours of courses over there that I'm very proud of. Over the last 9 years, those courses have helped lots of people learn guitar. And most of them just normal people that are getting enjoyment out of guitar. But there's people that have also learned that you would know, or like public figures, world leaders, CEOs, princes of other countries, movie stars, comedians, um, and that feels really great too. I mean, I'm very lucky that I've been able to do it. But so with that, you can see the pinned comment over there. Um, and hello, Kathy. Always good to see you. I saw Kathy last time I was in New York as well. Um, you can go to martymusic.com, and it's only a few more days. Matt, I don't remember when this sale is ending, but it's ending in a few days. I'll just say that. You can go to martymusic.com. Any of the courses over there, you can pick it out, and in the checkout code, you can use all caps. Yeah, Monday night at midnight, the sale ends. It's the biggest sale of the year. Any course, 50% off, but you got to put in the checkout code Black Friday 25, right? Black Friday 25. There's a landing page you can click on. Actually, I'll click on it. Let's see here. Black Friday, all courses. Black Friday 25 in the checkout code, and the course will become 50% off. And that ends Monday at midnight. And then also there's this whole new community feature at martymusic.com, which is a different way to experience Marty Music. For $10 a month, you get the members only live streams where you can actually be on video with me. And I've already seen some comments in here, but people have really enjoyed it, and they're like supportive of each other, and there's no spam, and I pick topics out. It's high definition video, high definition audio. I've got in-ear monitors, I've got everything mic'd, so it sounds really good, and people can chime in with their own questions, and then I answer the question. It's been really, really awesome. And so for $10 a month, you get access to all those live streams, and you can help. You get links to some of the videos early. You can help me decide what YouTube videos to make. And so that's just $10 a month. You get basically master classes with me privately. And you can also go back and watch them archived. If there's a good topic you like, you can watch it, or if you're not there live, you can watch it. I think the coolest feature, though, is that you can chime in on video and ask me questions, play your guitar, and I can answer a question. And that's been amazing. So $10 a month, you can do that. But there's also a $24.95 tier. And what you get with that is, instead of, buying one of my courses individually, you just get access to streaming the whole website, martymusic.com. So it's like hundreds and hundreds of hours of different topics. Play like SRV, play like Hendrix, play like BB King, play like Eric Clapton. Learn the Cage method, learn beginner blues, learn beginner guitar, learn strum patterns, learn the 5 shapes of the pentatonic scale, learn how to play lead guitar if you've never played lead guitar before, learn acoustic, learn electric, learn blues rhythm, learn rock rhythm, learn power chords, learn bar chords, learn music theory. All these different topics are on there. And so for $24.95, you get all the live streams, and you get streaming access to all the courses instead of buying them individually. Now, people are kind of sick of the monthly memberships because we have so many of them now. It's kind of the new paradigm out there in society. But that's another option that you can do. I have not pushed it on people very hard or plugged it very hard, but it is an option that exists. But you get the live streams and all access to all the courses. So you can check that out at martymusic.com as well. Now, in the next few minutes here, I would love to hear any topics you'd like me to cover. Anyone have questions that you would like me to answer? Wait, did I see? Yeah. I thought I saw someone I knew in there. Someone says play Layla, and they're starting to get into the spammy thing, which you're on the border of getting blocked, but you might get a timeout. But I have a new series that's like breaking the theory down of songs. And I just did a whole breakdown of the theory behind the song Layla. And there's some really good theory in Layla. So I can talk about that for a second. I want to talk about this part. Goodfellas. Something that's really interesting is there's a scale called the melodic minor scale. So let's see, F melodic minor. And there's a really interesting thing in music. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's when you have a major chord, a 1 chord, C major. And then normally in the key of C major, an F chord is the 4 chord. And the Beatles were really one of the first bands to really emphasize making the 4 chord a minor chord. Like in my life, I love you more. Let's see, I changed keys on you. And so if we go to the key of C major. Multitasking here, just texting my son back. C major is the 1 chord, and F major is the 4 chord. But if I make it F minor, and in the case of Layla, it's actually F minor 6. Now, if you look up a tab, it says B flat 7, but it's the same notes. F minor 6 and B flat 7 are basically the same chord, but F in the bass. And on Layla, F is in the bass. So if I just use my looper and I really slowly play F minor 7, to C major, I love it. Someone says C major sucks. Maybe you mean learning the C chord, because no real key sucks more than another key. But anyway, here's an F minor 6 to C major. Here it comes again. Back chord to C major. Someone left a comment saying nice eyebrows. That's really funny. If the link doesn't work, there's some reason where maybe if you're on your phone, there's something weird with that. If the link doesn't work, just go to martymusic.com and remember the code Black Friday 25. So if that link doesn't work for you, martymusic.com, checkout code Black Friday 25. Make sure it's all capitalized. Someone said nice eyebrows. Thank you so much. I don't do anything to my eyebrows. Although getting older, I get a crazy long, just like one single long eyebrow here and there, and I'm sure that'll go more and more the older I get. So I will pluck the crazy eyebrow hair. That's all I've ever done with my eyebrows. I guess I'm just lucky to have beautiful, beautiful eyebrows, which I've never thought about in my life until someone commented. Okay, so a C major, you just got the C major scale. But the F melodic minor is the scale you would use for the minor 4 chord. So if F minor is the minor 4, I can learn this scale called F melodic minor just for that. And then when it goes back to C major, you go back to C major scale. So the F melodic minor, I can just do a little piece of it right here. So you'd have 3, 4, and 6 on the high E string, 6 on the B, and 5 on the B, and 3 on the B, like this. And one interesting thing about that, the melodic minor scale, is it has a bit of the whole tone scale in there. Like that dream sequence scale. But so check it out. I'll play that F melodic minor scale for the F minor 6, and then I'll resolve it to the C major scale for the C chord. Let's hear that. I think that's a fun little thing. Another thing about Layla that's really interesting on that section is, and it's really like a different song, that coda, but Use Somebody by Kings of Leon. Kings of Leon. They do the exact same thing. So Layla goes. Well, Jay Jansen 247, once again, even what you're saying, he's saying that's frustrating. The spammed and goofy comments get a reaction, but if I say thanks for the help or suggest a serious subject, you're ignored. Why bother to try? Well, one, that's just like a negative tone in general. So you're not really adding positivity to the discourse with that, even though it's like a complaint. It's just a negative. I'm just looking at the energy, not the thing you're saying, but just the energy you're putting out is negative. I'm used to it. I'm a YouTuber. I got thick skin. It's all good. But you're not really doing anything very positive. You're adding negativity to my stream. I'm never going to answer every comment. But what I was saying earlier is for $10 a month, I'm doing this private only live stream, and every single person's question gets answered. Plus, they can show me what they're working on. So it kind of just, once again, just proves the point of the great decision I made to move my live streams over behind a very affordable paywall, because now it's pure quality, right? There's never been one negative comment like yours in my private live streams. And yeah, it's 20 to 30 people. I think, it's just a way better way to go, because I don't need negativity in my life. I'm doing this for free right now. And no, if by the time this live stream's over,